Wes! Wes, I'm stuck! Get me out of here, Wes! Wes! Ouch! Wes!
Hey, what are you doing?
Wes, tell that brother of yours to get out of there and stop fooling around. I've already checked the oil.
What are you going to do? I'm calling the crankcase?
Hey, oil's right up there.
Make him clear out. He's making us nervous.
How come you're trying to be so darn helpful today? What's the deal?
No deal, nothing.
Oh, yeah? Come on, what is it?
Nothing. I just want to help out. Work.
You're after something.
Oh, not nothing.
Okay, Mrs. Stott, I got it. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
You want me to change for you, Mr. Stott?
Don't need change.
Well, can I at least ring it up for you?
No.
Well, you sure got a lot of money in there.
Not giving you a job, Howie, so forget about that.
Well, I didn't mean full time.
Darn fan belts. Got 700 different kinds now, and they send me more every day.
Just for a couple weeks, or maybe an afternoon.
5/8, 3/4, 11/16.
A couple hours?
KB 301, KB 520.
$2.50 for it?
Oh, pretty soon this whole building is going to be bursting at the seams with fan belts, and I'll be sitting on the curb out there bankrupt.
Gee, didn't you order them, Mr. Stott?
Go be fresh, Howie, and find a place to hang these.
Wow.
I didn't say I was paying you. This is just a tryout.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Stott.
Got your little black book? Huh? Here it is.
Hey, wait a minute.
Here you are. $1.25. Count it if you don't trust me, and I'm sure you don't. Bills payable, accounts receivable, long-term loans, short-term loans, no interest loans, Tom DeWitt. Here it is. Now, don't say I don't ever pay my debts on time.
Now, what about last week's rent, the $3.65 I loaned you on Monday?
Oh, well, that. Boy, what a memory. You don't forget a thing, do you?
Memory doesn't have anything to do with it. It's all right there.
That's where your heart's supposed to be.
My heart's in my mouth with the morning charges due next week and a grocery bill due tomorrow. And...
Money, money, money. You're not going out tonight, are you?
No, I got to study for
Good.
the test.
Do you have the keys to the Jeep?
You never gave them back to me.
Oh? Right.
You're going to need gas.
I am.
Yeah, if you expect the Jeep to get you anywhere.
Oh, boy. I have a check
Coming in next week.
I really do.
Oh, sure.
See you later.
5/8, 11/16. There's supposed to be a ladder around here somewhere where everybody borrows things. It's a wonder we got anything left. Tools, brooms. Look out, be careful. Don't want you breaking your neck, you know.
Hey, how about the gas?
I'll be at Sue Limsom's if anyone wants me.
I told you the Jeep's almost out.
Right. Okay, see you, Macaulay.
Hey, DeWitt! Boy, how'd I ever get mixed up with a weirdo like that?
No. We never get a call for those. Put them way over here on this end. Look out!
Hey!
Look out! Careful!
Hey!
Hey, you got your foot on there. Careful! Look out! Get in here! Get off of the wall, will you? Yeah, never mind me. Go over and take care of him, then get me down.
Wes, get me down!
Now hurry up and get me down. Stop that laughing or you're fired.
came the blooming moth. Upon her wings presents the garland song. See how a rose goes, fair, fresh, quilted colors through the air. Get up, sweet sluggard, and see the dew bespangling herb and tree. Till you come forth, wash, dress, deep and praying. Few beads are best, and we go a-maying. Then while time serves, we are but decaying. Come, my Karina. Come, let's go a-maying. Karina's May. Robert Herrick, 1591 to 1674.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have to ask who did that and didn't pick him up. Okay, let's see. H.L. Mencken. Now, read that higher color stuff for semantics. I'll do it during lunch. No, I can't. I gotta go to the cleaners. Should I squeeze it in? No. Gotta go to the bookstore. What was that other thing? I said, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pick up the stuff at the grocery and pay last month's bill. Boy, money, money, money. Well, I'll get it from somewhere. Oh, for crying out loud. Well? You forgot to bring the coal in again!
What?
I said, hit the deck, get the lead out.
Okay.
Howie, up and at him, you'll be late for school. Your pajamas.
Tom never wears anything.
No, and Tom doesn't come home at night, and when he does, he doesn't go to bed, and when he does, he doesn't get up, and when he does, you wish he'd never come home. For crying out loud, don't start imitating him.
Okay.
Boy, paying that grocery bill's gonna leave me flat. For a while. Well, that's okay. Of course, if something should come up. How are you fixed for... What?
Well,
I was gonna...
I was gonna say, how are you fixed for dough?
Well, that's funny because... Hey, you can't be broke.
Well, I don't collect for my paper out until next week.
Yeah, but what about the dough I gave you on Monday?
Well, my new basketball uniform.
Yeah, and lunch and a haircut.
And $1.25 for Tom.
Tom?
Just until next week. He has a check coming in. He said he'd pay me back.
Well, that's the same $1.25 he started to... What the heck's wrong with you, Howie? You know you're supposed to check with me before you lend any money to that lousy sponger.
Well, you were busy and he needed...
I'm never that busy. Now, darn it, Howie! Borrowing money from kids and even girls. The next thing you know, he'll be... Hit the deck, you lazy money-grabbing... Better get dressed, boy. Well, I see the heir to the DeWitt Chain and Cable Company had a cup of coffee when he got home last night. I bet he didn't dump the grounds. What do you know he did? Didn't wash the basket, though. Okay, let's see. That means you'll have to have lunch money for today and tomorrow, right?
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
Or how will you have to eat?
Just take my lunch for a change.
Well, that's fine if you can figure out how to make sandwiches without bread.
Oh, I thought Tom was supposed to pick some up yesterday.
Well, he forgot the butter and the bologna, so why bother remembering about the bread?
Oh, the thing is, I gotta get some money somewhere for that going away present.
Who's going away?
Mr. Lacey, 2 weeks in Minnesota fishing.
Hey, that's great.
And he's been so darn nice about coaching the basketball team at church. I mean, most guys wouldn't even mess around with ninth graders.
Yeah, he's done a darn good job with you kids, too.
He's about the most important guy in town. I mean, he's real busy, and he's got bursitis and his own kids. So anyway, us guys figured the least we could do was chip in $250 and get him a new fly rig.
Good idea. Oh, wait, let's go! I don't know what kind of a rig you're going to get him for $250, though.
No, I mean $250 apiece.
A piece?
Well, I already chipped in 4 bits, so I just need $2.
I mean, we got to scrape up $2 for a doggone Howie. It doesn't make sense.
Well, we gotta get him something.
Lacey's up there enjoying himself, and while we're down there working our tails off to pay for a reel he's fishing with.
But he said he'd bring
Look,
back
he owns the
something.
biggest department store in town. He can get the same doggone thing at his own store at a discount.
Well, the other kids...
And you guys are going to pay full retail price for it? No, we're not going to do it. You've already kicked in 4 bits, and that's enough. Let the other kids do what they want to.
You know, I bet I've had oatmeal every single morning of my life. I can't ever remember a time without it.
Look, I know how tough it is not to kick in as much for Lacey's present as the other kids. But we can't afford to. We don't have as much as... We're poor, Howie. We're just plain poor. The sooner you learn not to be ashamed of it, the better off you'll be.
Sure, I know, Wes. How come we always have oatmeal?
I don't know. We always had it when the folks were alive. I don't know. Dad used to say the day didn't feel right unless you had oatmeal to start it. Morning. Cold. It's a heck of a lot colder about 10 minutes ago out on that deck because somebody forgot to fill the coal bucket last night.
Morning.
Got all your homework done?
Yeah, all except algebra.
Need any help?
No.
Hey, where's the soap?
It's in the grocery store, along with the bread and the butter and the bologna and all the other...
Buddy, please. Not before I've had my coffee.
What makes you think we have any of that?
Coffee? Don't we have any coffee?
Well, we won't have unless somebody picks some up pretty soon.
Oh, tempore. Oh, mores. For the first 18 years of my life, I was awakened to be reminded in great detail of...
Gee, Wes, how can he fall asleep in the shower all the time? Some morning, I bet he's really gonna break something.
Yeah, well, I just hope it isn't the plumbing. Morning, Mrs. Dodd.
Don't forget you're coming in at 3 today.
Oh, yeah, your wife's dental appointment.
Yeah, appointments for this, appointments for that. Why can't you go see who you want whenever you feel like it? Hey! Get away from there! What in the name of the king to come do you think you're doing? Bear the port! Bear the port! Look at that fool. He calls himself a pilot. You'll have your toe strung out from it. Here to new Madam Morris. Now, what is I talking about? Oh, appointments. Downright unnatural, if you ask me.
Good morning, Mr. Stott. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Looks like rain to me.
Didn't you put gas in this thing last night? I told you it was almost empty.
You did? I didn't hear you. You mean I drove all over town last night and didn't run out till I got back to the boat? Boy, how about that for dumb luck?
Look, I've got about 5 million things to do today before...
Your gas gauge is broken. You know that.
So could you at least pick these things up from the grocery store?
What, you mean this afternoon?
And tell Mrs. Dobson I'll be by sometime later to pay last month's bill.
Hey, that's a towboat with a 4-foot draw. Not a tractor with 4-wheel drive. You're pulling a half a mile of barges, not plowing a field. Man spends the best 40 years of his life learning the river, and they up and replace him with some punk farm kid. The same to you!
Well, Red, I thought we had an agreement.
We do. How about what?
About borrowing money from Howie.
Oh, that. I'm sorry, but it was only 2 bits. And besides, has it ever happened before? I mean, since the agreement.
Yeah, twice.
I mean, aside from that.
Oh, boy.
Well, it was only 2
Quit
bits.
saying it was only 2 bits.
Okay. 4 bits, 6 bits.
It was $1.25. That's 10 bits.
Well. If we're down to haggling over nickels and dimes.
Where are you going?
Oh, I kind of feel like walking this morning.
Hey, Wes, watch!
Hey, how about giving me a hand?
Yeah. Hey, remember you were telling me about leading moving target? It really works. Watch.
Quit fooling around, Howard. If you're not going to help me here, then get to school. Darn guys even got me yelling at you. I'll have that dough for Lacey's present for you tonight.
Well, that's okay, Wes. I don't need it.
Look, we may be poor, but we still have our pride. I'd like to hold on to that as long as we can.
But if it's gonna...
I'll get an advance from Mr. Stott. Boy, with a $25 fishing reel, old man Lacey better bring you kids back some fish. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Thanks, Wes. Have a good day.
Same to you, boy.
Morning, Mr. Stott.
Morning.
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 Hey, Wes, you got that grocery list?
I gave it to you.
You did.
Didn't I?
I don't have it.
Oh.
Hey, good news.
You get a job?
No, I finally got a copy of Ellsworth Pax. Do you know how hard it is to find this guy's stuff?
Swear I gave it to you.
Boy, for an American poet, this guy is so far out, he makes you want to... And do you know, he said 18 volumes printed in Europe. He can't get one stinking quatrain printed over here.
Yeah, doesn't that frost you?
Maybe I put up my billfold.
Oh, smoldering, brooding, winging darkly over Evergladed, hardly Monongahela phoenix of fragrant rock-blasted Secaucus. Boy, how do you like that for communication?
It's not here.
Where is the sun-dark dream hope? Quien sabe, mein Herr? C'est la guerre. Beans, 2 cans. Spaghetti. Potatoes, 5 pounds. Bread. Well, I guess you did give it to me.
Sorry I wasn't able to take care of your car this week. If you're bringing it Saturday, I'll get it then. I'm sorry, Irene. Now, what were you saying? Oh, yeah, lunch. I couldn't meet you, honey, because I had to pick up that stuff at the bookstore and the cleaners and then all that stuff at the shoe repair. No, I don't have to do everything myself, but if I want to get it done... DeWitt? He's got all he can do for one day. He's going to pick up the chow for tonight. see where I got that class.
Well, that was a complete waste of time. I chauffeured Mrs. Stott all the way over to the dentist just to have him tell her that there's nothing wrong with her teeth. I could have told her exactly the same thing and saved myself $10.
Well, I hate to ask you this, Mr. Stott, but could I have a small advance on this week's salary?
Sure, that's all right. How much do you want? 5, 10?
No, I just need $250.
Why?
Well, Howie needs some extra money today, and,
What's wrong with his paper route?
Nothing. But he had to lend Tom some money yesterday, so I...
DeWitt, now he's not got no right to borrow that.
You'll be seeing Howie before I will, so will you give him that, please?
Okay. Darn DeWitt. So help me, Hannah. I'm fed up on his kind of talk about being a free spirit, whatever that is.
Yeah, well, he's still young, and he's got ideals and a real sharp mind.
Free spirit. Pretty free with other people's money, if you ask me. All that baloney about being responsible for his fellow man. And you're the one that ends up paying for it. How about that screwball beating the kid that he shoved in there with you, and he almost ate you out of house and home before you kicked him out?
Yeah, we almost got in a real tangle on that one, didn't we? Well, you can be darn sure that's not going to happen again.
You want to bet? Look out and what'll happen with that knothead from 1 minute to the next.
Yeah, well, I got to get to class, Mr. Stott.
Charge for these number 2 cans of baby lima.
Well, I don't really know, dear. I haven't seen a price list for weeks and weeks. Oh, it's probably around here somewhere. Well, why don't you just mark them 30, 35 cents, huh?
All right.
Jim, would you please turn that radio down?
What, Mama?
Either turn it down or turn it off.
Well, I can't hear it when it's quiet, Mama.
I wouldn't mind her playing it loud if she just play something pretty you could sing to. My virtual Dobson, what on earth are you up to?
It's that new style dancing all the kids are doing.
That's so awful.
Well, all the kids are doing it, aren't they, Wes? What?
Now, Virgie, just stop that. What's Wes going to think you jiggling around like that, huh?
Well, do it on TV every day, aren't they, Wes?
Yeah, I guess so. Did Tom stop by to pick up the groceries today?
Sure did. Said to be by to pay the bill, too.
Oh, good.
Now, Jim, will you turn that radio down? Wes and I can't hear ourselves think.
What, Mom? Oh, hi, Wes.
Hi, Alma Jean.
Gee, I sure like that new fellow that's moved in with you.
What?
Yeah, how long is he going to be staying with you?
Oh, you should have seen that boy's eyes light up when he saw those steaks, Tom. What?
Steaks?
Yeah, what are you fellows doing over there? Having a party?
Oh, here it is.
Sure glad you boys decided to buy a decent brand of meat for a change. Of course, it's expensive, but like I always say, you get what you pay for.
Sure, just like those fancy mushrooms.
Look, Mrs. Dobson, it's all the money I have right now. I didn't know about all that other stuff.
Oh, well, we'll just put on next month's bill.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Tell that new fellow that I wouldn't mind going to the movies with him, if he wants to.
Why, Amagine. Wes, don't you tell him any such thing.
Yeah, excuse me, Miss Dobson, Alma Jean.
What part of North Carolina is he from? Gonna go to school up here?
I don't know.
A cousin of mine from West Virginia did that when he was a kid. Worked like the dickens putting himself through school. Hate to tell you how much he's worth now. Optometrist up in Zanesville.
Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Dobson.
Tell that young fella to come over sometime and play his guitar for me and Iona.
His what?
Guitar. Say, where'd Tom find him anyway?
I don't know, but I'm sure gonna find out.
You shouldn't talk about that new boy in front of Wes like that.
Why not?
Because everyone's going to think you're after him.
I am.
Well, Amagine, that's just awful.
Well, it's true.
Be back in a second, Mr. Stott.
Hey! You better quit school and start working for me steady.
What?
You're gonna have to. That new kid's nothing but skin and bones.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Well, make it snappy. My wife's expecting me home for dinner at 6 o'clock sharp.
This is called steak.
Oh,
Great, purebred, corn-fed beef. Wes, this is Vern Hodges.
Howdy. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, hey, what do you think about this?
Now.
Yeah, okay. Here, Howie, keep an eye on these,
Oh,
will
yeah,
you?
boy, will I ever.
You keep an eye on Howie. Look, I don't blame you for getting a little steamed up about charging that stuff at Dobson's, but I have a check coming.
You cheap, chiseling slob. Who the devil... Listen, I've taken all the darn stinking slop I'm going to take from you.
You haven't taken it.
What right do you have to casually invite anybody you want to live in my boat?
Okay, will you listen to me?
You irresponsible bloodsucker. You haven't got a rotten dime to your name, and you're borrowing money from women and kids and...
Oh, Wes, come on.
Do you know what it's like to be up to your ears in debt? And sinking deeper and deeper in debt? And do you know how hard it is to get out of debt once you're in? Lord knows I'm trying, but while I'm borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, you're bleeding me dry! You blood-sucking parasite!
Wes, will you get...
Oh, shut your stupid face! I'm sick and tired of your shooting your stupid mouth off! Every stupid day and every stupid night for 6 months! You never do one thing, you just talk! And I'm sick and tired of your no-good stupid face and your no-good stupid feet. Do you know what I see when I wake up first thing in the morning? I see your no-good feet sticking out of your crummy blankets. And once, just once, did you ever think about buying your own toothpaste? No, you're always scrounging mine, so okay! But how about squeezing it from the end and rolling it up neatly instead of crushing the whole doggone tube right in the middle? And you're always cutting your fingernails and what about that loose button on that classy cashmere sport coat of yours just hanging there? For 3 months, just hanging there! For crying out loud, why'd you sew the stupid thing on? And you're always cracking your knuckles. And biting your fingernails and scratching your head and making it look like you're doing me and Howie a big favor by letting us live on our own boat. I'm gonna wipe you all over the map.
No, wait a minute, buddy. Let's be rational. How many times have you told Howie that nothing is ever settled by using your fist? Okay. If you want to fight, I'll give you one. One you won't forget, buddy.
Hey, Wes! You got a customer. I'm going home to dinner.
He'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm coming.
Look, Wes.
Watch out for the jack.
You know, I don't blame you a bit for what you said to me. I mean, that's the first I've heard it. Family was always telling me how sorry I was, but you see, the deal was... they were right. But no. They were right. Once a slob, always a slob. So you see, that's why I appreciate you being honest with me. I mean, a guy like me just has to be reminded of those things. I know it doesn't look like it sometimes. But I want to be just as shaped up as the next guy. And that's why...
Hey, watch it. I'll do it.
Oh, were you listening to that?
Oh, that's all right.
I know, actually, I had no right to ask Vern aboard. But it's only for a couple of days. And I liked him so darn much, I knew... Well, I thought you'd feel the same way.
Excuse me.
But he's got a heck of a lot on the ball. He can really bang heck out of that guitar. Even teaching Howie. Of course, he's a little rough around the edges, but he's like a clean-cut kid, you know, manners and honest and good morals and...
Where'd you meet him?
The Red Eagle.
That beer joint?
Oh, that's classy. It's a billiard parlor.
Oh, great. Make a real high-class companion for Howie. I'm sure the authorities are really going to go for that.
He wasn't just hanging around down there. He was working.
Well, that makes a difference. What was he doing, tending bar?
No, he was playing the guitar, you know, for nickels and dimes.
That's a good, solid profession. Where the heck's that mallet? I know I put it...
You know where that poor darn kid slept last night? In one of those empty old second stories down on Front Street. How can you let a kid his age wander around with nothing to eat and no place to live? That's why I got those stakes. Make it a party instead of a handout. And you know, I really do have a check coming in next week. I'll sign the whole thing over to you. Enough to pay my back rent and everything.
May I?
Yeah.
No! You stupid! Look, this guy's coming back for his car in about 10 minutes. Now, you butt out of here and let me finish. Go on! Eaten yet?
Well, Tom said we'd have to wait until you got...
You're just gonna sit there and yak? Why don't you give your steak to Vern? Let him get started.
Hi, Vern.
Howdy, Wes. Wes?
Pretty mean guitar you play there. I could hear you clear up the station.
Yeah, he's already taught me how to play 3 chords.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Well, welcome aboard.
There you are, friend. Sit down and dig in.
Boy. Sure do thank you for putting me up a while.
This is the first time you ever ate steak on top of an engine, Vern.
Sure, this whole thing lifts up, there's an engine underneath.
Say, vous. Pull up a bunk.
Of course, it doesn't run, but one of these days we're going to get it going and sail clear down to Cincinnati, right, Tom?
Sure, but why stop there? St. Louis, Memphis, New Orleans.
Come on, Wes, dig in. It's really good. Isn't it, Vern?
Yeah, sure is.
You ever get steaks like this down in North Carolina, Vern?
Well, sometimes, but we seem to favor pork more than we do beef.
Hey, we're gonna have to get you to fix us a real Southern dinner one of these days. You know, ham, cornbread, okra, black-eyed peas.
What's okra?
Okra? Don't tell me you never heard of that.
No, I don't think so. Hey, Wes, what's wrong? Aren't you gonna eat?
Not hungry.
Aren't you even gonna taste it?
Just don't think I could get it down.
Oh, boy. How stupid can you get? Well, come on, you chowhounds. What are we waiting for? We'll split it up 3 ways. And I get the biggest piece, because I cooked it.
don't want this, Wes?
No, go ahead, thanks.
All right, come on, Howie, live it up. Well, Vern, how do you think you're going to like Cordella?
Well,
Pretty, isn't it? Two great big rivers running by. Clean, sparkling, full of bass, perch, muskies, catfish. Darn near every day, you see old Mr. Hickey down there at the lock with his fishing pole. Most people would figure he really had it made. Till they heard him belly aching about the income tax, and the cost of living, and how he and the whole darn town are going to be bankrupt by sunrise tomorrow. It's like Dr. Brew over there on campus. Bunch of eager guys, great-looking women, who all want to learn something. A big man. In a nice, quiet, easy-going little college. And he always looks happy enough. Why shouldn't he? But if you're smart, don't get mixed up with him. Or he'll start spouting the Malthusian doctrine. Huxley's population explosion. And have you believing that by next week, those of us who aren't pushed into the sea will end up congenital idiots. Just like Mr. Duffy. He's a banker here in town. Lives in one of those nice old houses over there on 4th Street. Last Saturday, he was burning a pile of leaves out in front of his house. So I said, "Nice day, Mr. Duffy." And he says, "Yeah." But the way these darn leaves are dropping, I hate to think of what kind of winter we're in for. It wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the river. That makes it humid in the summer, foggy the rest of the time. What is he talking about? The river was here before the town. That's why they built the town. You could stick the whole bunch of them down in a coal mine for the rest of their lives and they wouldn't know the difference. Well, not me. I like steak. And boy, I have sense enough to enjoy it when I've got it.
Me too.
Yeah. And I'd go in debt for it, too. And deeper in debt. Because I'd rather be in debt than be afraid of being in debt. Listen, I may end up owing $3 million in my life. And living in an abandoned igloo or Point Barrow, Alaska. But by Conderoga, I'll have had my steak. And lots of it. And enjoyed every minute of it, too. You guys split it.
Okay, if you don't want it, good deal for us, huh, Vern? What are you doing?
going.
Wes?
Look, Vern, this is between Macaulay and me. It has nothing to do with you.
If you're going anywhere, you better wait till morning.
But where are you going to stay? How about my guitar lessons?
Well, Dinner sure was good. Thank you.
Hey, Vern! Wait a minute, will you? Vern? Gee, Vern, they didn't mean... So long.
Bye.
Good luck. Gee, Wes. The police will get him if he keeps sleeping in that place over on Front Street. What if some guy decides to bash him in the head so he can steal something, his guitar or something? How about that kid you were telling me about? He got his foot cut off trying to hop a train. I wouldn't even treat a lousy dog like that.
Okay, let's see. 2.5 more years at Cordella, then 3 years law school. I'll be 28 and she'll be 26. That's a long time to ask a girl to wait. Actually, it's going to be longer than that. I got to get a job and get some money. 28's pretty old to start having kids. Of course, a lot of women do it.
Sue Lindstrom begin to bug me. Think I'll stop seeing her, always whining about my being late. If not worth waiting for, why should she do something else?
I'd sure like to go off the track next spring. I had the time. And if I could cut it. Guys like Burnside run 5 miles just to warm up for a race. Boy, 5 miles, I'd be too pooped to race. If I had any sense, I'd give up this law school bit and go into real estate with Irene's father. Get married while I'm young enough to enjoy it.
Boy, talk about offbeat. That Frida Hunsacker's a strange one. Sits right back of me in pre-Columbian art. Yesterday, we were right in the middle of the Mayans. Very interesting. Suddenly, she starts laughing so hard, I thought she'd bust her buttons right in the middle of the class. Said she just couldn't stand watching me any longer, because every time I concentrate, my left ear wiggles. What a weirdo. Yeah, I really like her.
Where the heck are those reinforcements? Oh, have you seen those reinforcements anywhere?
The what?
Those little gum things with a hole in the center.
Oh, I squashed the box. They're in a fruit jar somewhere.
I broke that. I put him in the coffee can.
Oh, yeah, I saw that up in the wheelhouse in the toolkit.
Everybody's talking about building fallout shelters in their backyard. What happens when you've only got enough food and air for your own family? Some guy starts banging on the door. What are you going to do then? Look, Vern, I'm sorry. I don't have anything against you staying with us. I mean, I want you to bunk with us for a while. I'm not going to let you just wander around. At least tell me where you're headed.
Hey, give me my bag. Give me my bag.
Not until you have some idea of where you're headed.
I'm going back to North Carolina. Now, give me my
I
bag.
said you wanted to get away from Hicksville.
The city ain't the place for this boy.
What?
Said I don't think I'm gonna do too good in the city.
City? Hey, you calling this cruddy little burg a city? Look, Hayseed, you don't even know what a city is.
I've been to Bristol and not.
Oh, I'm talking about New York, man. Chicago, Los Angeles. Oh, it's a city. You want to spend the rest of your life with the jukes and the cocks?
What?
A bunch of imbecilic turnip eaters.
Come on, let's get him on board. Well, let me tell you something, boy.
Get him on board.
They make a lot more sense than I'm seeing any signs of around here.
Come on, get him, you horses.
Taking a feller's belongings and pushing and shoving him around.
Horse, do something, pal. Just set me in a
Thinking you can make him do just what you want him to?
Sure, get him on.
You think you get by with there where I come from? Shoot. Communist trash back there's got more manners than you two will ever see. Back there, it's all right if you fuss and fight with your family, because there you can, and y'all love each other, and there ain't nothing nobody can do about it.
Come on, oh,
But if a person talked to somebody the way you talk to me, and they wasn't kin, well, they just wouldn't live to tell about it. Because it ain't Christian and it ain't human. It's just downright mean and ugly. Truth is, I don't give a dooley darn for neither one of you. And I'd a whole lot rather wallow around the mud with hogs than stay on this floating zoo with a bunch of apes like y'all.